going. They never get a chance. Like the injury rate, when we get kids, we get a lot of kids that are just, their bodies are toast by the time they get to us.
Right side, we try to get the ball to the pin.
Questions are encouraged, and if you don't ask them, I'm going to ask you to ask them. Okay, so please. So I've probably seen it. I coached high school, I coached club, I was a college assistant, I'm a college head coach. I think I went 25 years without a losing season. Then in fall of 22, it happened. It made me really look at everything that we were doing. Every part about our program, from our recruiting, from our training, to what we ate, to when we lifted, to how we lifted. So we had some weaknesses that year in 22. One of them was setting. Setting was a really big weakness of ours. We just weren't consistent. We couldn't really set the same ball twice, consistently. And the second thing was leadership. Go tell me for this side of the court where we want to pass the ball. Where's target? Where do we want to put the ball? Okay, perfect. A little off center, on the net, but a little to the center. So here's the middle of the court. It's a little to the right of center, and it's right at the net, okay? Almost everybody in the country, that's where they put the ball. This is my target right here, all right? There's gonna be a distribution. Some balls are gonna go right to target. They're gonna be there. They're gonna be pretty close to where we want this ball. Some are gonna be off the net. Some are gonna be a little to the left. Some are gonna be a little to the right. Some are gonna go too far. They're gonna be over the net. Okay, so hopefully most of them are in this area, but you can see there's a distribution. The ball will not go perfectly where you want it every single time. And so one of the things that was a problem for my team in that 22 season was that we didn't get to set enough balls. Like, if you set more balls, you swing at more balls. You swing at more balls, you score more points, okay? We were not setting enough balls. So if this is my target and I want to set those balls, what's the obvious thing to do here? Not magic. We're going to pull our target back in here. So that takes that circle and it puts almost all of it on our side. All right, and so more sets leads to more swings, leads to more attacks, leads to more points, all good things. That right there will improve your team instantly. So number one, write it down. Move my target. I'm just gonna write move my target. You should finish that with off the net. Second thing, if I wanna set more balls, that's what I do. If I wanna be better at setting those balls, I've got to do some other stuff, okay? So is a setter better setting the ball when they're moving forward or when they're moving backwards? Almost any time a setter backs up and sets the ball, what happens? Instant double, right? Even if you don't double it. I feel like somebody told them that somewhere along the line. If they're backing up and they set the ball, it's probably going to be double. You might as well call it. Well, that may not be true, but you're definitely better setting moving forward than you are backing up and setting. I want to move forward more when I set the ball. If I want to move forward more when I set the ball and I'm still here, even if I go to where my new target is, I still have got all of this behind me. The odds of me moving backwards to set a ball are pretty high, too high, okay? So if I want to move forward more and move backwards less, what should I do? So we're just going to move this is not our passing target, this is our setter location, okay? So I want my setter to move off the net where the target is, and I want her to back up, okay? Get closer to the sideline, okay? So normally we're right here, okay? A lot of coaches will say back to the net. I like that, setting balls. But now, if most of my balls are going to be up here and I want to move forward, I want my setters here. Okay? Very different, right? So I'm right back defense. My first move, I'm back here, or maybe I'm rotation 1 and serve receive. So I want my setters to get their back to the sideline and get to here. But coach, we're passing the ball over there, right? Isn't that what I just said? We want to pass the ball off the net, yeah? So why am I putting them here? Why wouldn't I just go here? Because there's a lot of space back here, and it instantly turns into this move, which is the worst move in volleyball, okay? Especially for setters. So if you're better moving forward, I'm going to get you behind the ball so you can set more balls moving forward. We're going to play defense, all right? And so we're going to get back to here to dig the line, okay? And so I got to get from here to here with my back to the sideline pretty fast, okay? Ready, go. Good, back to the net, boom, moving forward. Good, bring that ball to me, go to target. Okay, boom, release, back to the sideline, boom. Okay, I want us to move forward. That was good. Back to the sideline, good. Good ball. Good, back to the sideline. Okay, now right now, I want you to come right here to where our new passing target is. Just come and stand right here.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So now I want you to stand right there. We're all going to start from that position right there. Are you ready? Here we go.
Oh, wow.
Okay, next. Now just start right there. Okay. This is mean, but it's to prove a point. Okay, good ball. Nice job. Okay, there it is. It's over there. Okay, good. Good. I'm like the meanest guy ever. Okay, there, it's over there. That's a popular place to pass the ball to. Okay. Okay, last one right here. There it is. It's over there. How would I characterize or describe those sets versus the first 5 sets? Moving backwards is not as good as moving forwards when you set the ball. Okay? So, you prove my point that this ball coming from here is easier to set. Easier for you to set a good ball. Okay? There are plenty of really good setters that can go this way and set that ball. But I know plenty of average setters that can go this way and set a great ball every time. You guys all just did it. 4 out of 5 of you are not setters, and you all set really good balls. Next thing, back to the whiteboard. I put some tape on the net. Perfect ball for us is 3 feet in and 3 feet off, okay? And this blue tape, we want our setters to set the ball in front of this blue tape, somewhere in front of it, okay? It gives us the best chance to get a kill, all right? When we put the ball in front of the blue tape, we hit about 325 as a team. It's pretty good. So perfect. Can't spell. 3 and 3. We hit about 325, okay? Could be a little higher, could be a little lower, somewhere in that area, all right? When we set the ball inside, okay? So I'm gonna write inside. We had about 250, maybe 225, somewhere there. Still decent, all right? But we're not scoring at a high clip. When we set the ball off, we're at about 225, similar to inside, okay? So all those, like inside, that spot is manageable. Off, but still in front of that spot is manageable. Okay, we can still get quality looks. But when we set the ball out here, wide, we get about 050, okay? Because it's very predictable. The antenna is limiting where you can hit the ball, right? And most of the time we're falling away, so we're making errors or we're getting blocked. They know where the ball is going to go, both across the net and in the backcourt. It's pretty easy to defend, so you're not going to score at a very high clip. So wide is bad, okay? Tight. If I set the ball tight, we hit about negative 100, okay? Tight is the devil, all right? I just say that out loud. Now, in the men's game, that's not the case. In the men's game, set it tight, out of system, set it tight, set it inside, let me go be a man, all right? Well, it's not the same in the women's game yet. Now, at the international level, they're doing that more and more. College level, my level, Stanford, yes. Angelo State, no, okay? So almost the same, but not really. All right, so when I tell my setters that I want the ball inside and off, if we're gonna make a mistake, ideally we want it 3 and 3. We want it right here. This is our moneymaker, all right? So our goal is to put the ball there every single time, 3 and 3, all right? You guys like a tight ball, why? Because you can bounce that sucker, right? Well, you set it tight in college, the ball beats you to the floor. It does every single time, okay? Whether you're a good blocker or bad, you're giving the block an advantage when you set the ball tight. So off the net. So if we're gonna err inside and off, okay? That still gives us the opportunity to take a high quality swing. We may not score, but it's not a ball we're gonna make a lot of errors on, okay? And it's a ball that's gonna apply pressure to the other side. Like when you hit the ball, is the other team getting good opportunities to swing, okay? Meaning you're not applying pressure. If you don't apply pressure, the other team's ability to score goes up. So when we set the ball wide, okay, when we set it out here, our ability to apply pressure goes down. Their ability to score goes up. So a true hitting percentage, we'd be negative 220, all right, because they're cramming it down your throat. If I set you a ball and it was really tight, what do you almost have to do every time? Say the word, tip it, right? On the other side, would you rather dig this ball, okay, or would you rather dig this ball? Okay, big difference between the two. So your ability to apply pressure when you tip, low. So the other team can cram it down your throat. All right, so a true hitting percentage for us when we have to tip against a good team is like negative 300 because we maybe didn't make the error, but the other team is coming right back at us and scoring because they have a perfect pass opportunity. Okay, so you want your team to be better. Number one, move the target off the net. Number two, let your setters move forward to set the ball. Okay, that will improve your chances. We addressed it with helping them be better, giving them the opportunity to set more balls, giving us the opportunity to set more quality balls in front of these pieces of tape. Okay, those two things alone helped us win a lot of matches. We put ourselves in a position to win because we did some things to help our setters be better. The second piece of that, what did I say our second weakness was? You remember? Leadership, okay? So it is our job as coaches to develop leadership, all right? How do you do that? Well, is she a natural born leader? I think that's a misnomer, okay? You have to help people understand how to lead, how to interact, how to be humans sometimes, you know? That doesn't mean they're bad people. It just means that leadership is not a boss, okay? And a lot of times these kids think, I'm a captain, so I get to tell people what to do, okay? I don't know if you've ever worked somewhere where you worked for a leader and then that leadership changed and now you got a boss. A boss is very different. A boss doesn't take you into account at all, okay? And you don't want bosses on your team. Some of you may work for a boss right now, okay? It's not a lot of fun, all right? But when you work for a leader, someone who pays attention to what you need, puts their needs secondary to yours, is a servant leader, you can have a pretty special thing going, okay? So how do you develop that? You buy some books, okay? There's no, like, I can't give you a leader speech and tell you now you're a leader. You've got to Jeff Jansen has some great stuff out there. Fortunately, at our university, we have what's called our President's Leadership Academy, okay? And I took my setter, not the one that froze, the other one, ran a 6'2". I took her and I put her through this leadership academy that our president put together. I was part of it. And she came out ready to take on the world. But it wasn't anything that I told her. It was something I gave her the opportunity to learn. And because she was a leader the year before in her eyes, but she was a boss. Okay? She was a, I'm going to tell you what to do player instead of how can we do this player. Okay? And when you have a how can we do it versus how can you do it, really cool things happen. And it did for us. Okay? So those two things, I want you to think about that. All right? Most of these guys already use a 4-step approach and they don't know it. But we are pretty locked into, and I have been guilty of this, just left, right, left, slow, fast. Okay, that cadence, right? And that part doesn't change. There's nothing that changes it. But this 4-step approach is pretty important to go fast because it's a timing mechanism, all right? Your hitters have to be on their second step on or near the 10-foot line. You should write this down, it's probably good. Your hitters, if you want to run fast, your hitters have to be on their second step on or near the 10-foot line if you want to run tempo, okay? Your job as the coach is, number one, you gotta learn how to toss. Okay, tossing is a skill. It is a very, very important coaching skill that is highly undervalued, okay? So if you want to work on hitting and you can't toss the same ball twice in a row, you're just like my setters in 2022, okay? We don't want that. But I want all of you to take an approach, okay? I want you to start right about here, inside of that. But I want you to start with your right foot, 1, 2, 3, 4, okay? Right, left, that's all it is. Go ahead. Right, left, slow to fast. Go ahead, right, as soon as she's out of the way, you go. Go, go. Right, left, good. Right, left, good. Okay, these guys are doing a really good job of what I call walking into your approach. Okay, they're not going full speed right away. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4. It's slow, fast. Okay, 4-step approach allows me as a setter to hit them on time. Okay, right, left. I want your second step to be on or near the 10-foot line, but not over. Okay, so just a little more thinking. You're doing it right, on or near, but not over it. Okay, keep going. Good. So this tempo, this timing, like if they're using 4 steps, allows me as a setter to give them a good ball, okay? So I'm gonna start to toss a few balls, and coaches, the toss is on you. When should I toss the ball? When would you toss the ball? It's a good guess, okay? Second step. Coaches, it's important that you can see and do at the same time, okay? If I've gotta think about my toss, I can't see her feet, okay? I've gotta be able to think and do at the same time. Don't think about your feet, just exactly what you've been doing. 1, 2, 3, 4, on or near the 10-foot line, okay? I'm gonna toss the ball when your left foot hits that line, okay? So go ahead. Okay, you're middle, right?
Yes.
That's a fastball to the outside. Congratulations, you're now an outside on your team. Tell your coach, she'll be very happy, okay? So go ahead. Okay, we've all made good contact, boom, quick. My job as a setter is to get these guys to speed up, okay? If they can go, they didn't speed up. I want them to feel, holy crap, I gotta get to the ball at the end, okay? So I really want you to feel an urgency as an attacker. I'm gonna start to try to put this ball in front of this blue tape. So your approach has to take you to the blue tape. If you contact it past the blue tape, you're gonna start to do this, okay? And this lowers our ability to apply pressure to the other team. It's predictable, it's high error. So I'm gonna put this ball in front of the blue tape. You're gonna approach to the blue tape, okay? Here we go. Okay, good. Good. It's all the middles. Middles want to be outsides. Can you approach without looking at the line? I don't know if you could see, okay? I was watching her eyeballs and she was like, okay? Well, when you do that, you can't see the other stuff, okay? So you got to get comfortable taking a 4-step and putting this ball, don't look at that line. Here we go. She peeked. Good. What should you be looking at? This bad boy right here, okay? Okay, so I'm putting this ball in front of the blue and we can go fast. I've got to be able to do that from over here, okay? This is where it gets harder. Is it in front of the blue? I hope so, I'm trying. Okay, now, as attackers, as we go through this, we've got to do a couple things to help ourselves, all right? So 1, 2, if we're here, I'm pretty closed to my setter, all right? So as I make this 4-step approach, 1, 2, 3, 4, I got to open myself up. So I have a big, what I call window to attack. If I have a small window, I do a lot of this, okay? I want to open, have a big window so I can go deep, I can cut, I can go down the line. So I got to open myself, and to do that, I got to get my foot, my left foot, a little further forward, okay? A couple more. Go ahead. Good. Good. Last one right here. Good. So, fast is good. I'm going to have you stand right here. I'm going to toss the ball in front of you. Hitters, here's the hard part now. So you were just going, right? It was you go and I throw. That's easy. But now you have to get on your second step when they set the ball. Now you have to control your approach and your timing, because they can only set it at one time, right? The time when the ball is boom, right here. So when the ball gets here, you got to be on that left step. Okay? Yep, second step, that left foot. You ready? So as the ball's in the air, you should be walking into that first step, left foot on the ground when I catch it. Okay? When I say now. Ready? Now. Pretty good. I thought it was pretty good. Next person. Okay, ready? There's the ball. Now. We can't edit out that, whatever that noise was, we can't do that, okay? Here we go, ready? Now. Pretty good. Next person. Ready? Now. Good. Ready? Now. Okay. All of a sudden we dig a ball maybe, we serve receive a ball that goes way up here. I still want to run fast. So the timing is on you. Your job is to put the ball inside and off in front of the blue tape. Okay, we don't want it to be this high at the blue tape. We want it to be that high so that we can actually hit it at the blue tape. Okay, so just catch these. Okay, here we go. I'm just going to alternate. Okay, there it is. Okay, so who has their phone? I'm going to set a ball, and I want you to time it from when I set it, not to when she catches it, but to when it crosses through the blue tape. Okay. So as soon as I get to there, start. When it goes through the hitting zone, stop. Okay, ready? Here we go. Now, I want this ball to be between 0.9 and 1.0. That's my job. Now. Okay, what'd you get? 0.9, 0.9. When I talk about setting, I talk about shape, okay? The ball has to have a shape. And so I want you to draw a line with your eyeballs, as best you can, about what this shape looks like. Now, what'd you get? 1.3, that's pretty slow. Did you see the difference in that ball? 1.3 doesn't sound like it's slow, but it's slow. Okay, here's another one. Watch this shape. Now, point something stupid, right? Really small. That's not a hittable ball. Okay, so the ball that I want you to see this shape and try to set this shape. Now, 0.9-ish, maybe a little higher, almost 1.0, that was a little slower. That's the ball I want. Could you see it? Okay, that's the ball I want you to try to set. Okay, so now we're gonna hit these balls. But the best way for a setter to train a hitting location is to set hitters, okay? A target can adjust, okay? You need to know if the balls you're setting can be hit by your hitters, all right? And so does it need to be a setter adjustment? Does it need to be a hitter adjustment? A target can't tell you that. It can't tell you that your hitters like that ball, okay? Ready? Here it is, second step. Now, okay, I want you guys to time a couple of these for me and yell it out, okay? Just yell out what you get. So these guys can get some feedback in terms of how fast or slow, what changes they need to make to set this ball to make it between 0.9 and 1.0, okay? Because the one thing we don't want to do as a setter is we don't want to slow you guys down. We want you to go fast, okay? So if you're going fast, you got to slow down, high air, or easy ball, very readable, okay? When you slow down, slow approach means slow shot, okay? It means you're gonna roll shot, you're gonna tip. When you go fast, anything's open, okay? Here we go. Good, I like it.
1.75.
1.75, that's good. Bam. Ready? Here we go. Now, okay? Was she on time with her steps? A little early. Okay, she was up in the air a little bit early. So we got to watch lots of things as coaches now. You can put your phones down. It's okay. Okay, I want you in your head to hear the set, because you can hear her set the ball. Okay? And I want you to see the feet. Okay? Hear the set, see the feet. Right, don't let it go past that blue. Yes, come on. Good. Every time the ball is in her hands, when she contacts it, I want you to clap. When that second step hits the ground, I want you to clap. So ideally, what should happen? One sound, okay? One clapping sound. It shouldn't be. That means we were mistimed. We're gonna go a little quicker now. Here we go. Okay, so what did we hear? That means something is wrong, okay? And whose fault is it? It's the hitter. The hitter's job is to be responsible for timing, because the setter cannot change the timing of when they set the ball, right? The ball's in their hands when it's in their hands. So hitters, it's your job to be on time. Okay, here we go. Oh boy. Okay, beep bop. Here it comes. Ready? Here we go. Getting closer, getting closer. If you're late, like if I hear setter clap, hitter clap, the ball is going to do one of two things. It's either going to, if it's a great set, it's either going to drop out of the zone, or it's going to go past the zone because you didn't get there fast enough. Okay, those are the two things that are going to happen. All right, so it's really important that we're walking into that first and getting our foot on the ground right when it contacts our hands. Okay, there we go. Okay, so what happened that time? Who was first? Who clapped first? She did. What does that mean? Setter was, or the hitter was early. Okay, so she put her foot down before she set it, and she jumped, and then she was on the way down. Can't adjust. Okay, so we got to find that. We got to find that, and this is what it takes right here. It takes help. Okay, here we go. Okay, too early. See what happened? She's like, oh, okay, now I'll hit. All right. Don't want to slow her down. Here we go. Better. Good. Here we go. Closer. So a little late, but better than the last one. Here we go. On time. Okay. So That's what it's gonna take. If you wanna run fast, okay, you gotta sit and you gotta work it out. You gotta time your setters. You gotta clap. You gotta have somebody that's literally, when my foot's on the ground, I gotta clap. That's the only way they get feedback, because you can't see two things at once. Hear it and see it, but the clapping, instant feedback. When you hear, something's wrong, and it's usually over here. Okay, either too early or too late. Okay, so and this is a pretty popular pass. All right, I'm in serve receive, boom, the ball goes over here. The setter is on her horse. Okay, if I want to stay in rhythm and let my hitter go fast, okay, I set at the same height. So we're going to do that. Okay, so give me my line back over here. Give me my setters. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to cheat you in a little bit. I'm going to toss balls over here. Okay, and I want you to set the ball the same height as you set it from over there. Okay, I want you to be on second step, just like you were from a perfect pass set. Okay, like right about here. I want you to move forward. Okay, so there's the ball. Boom. Good. Here comes the ball. Second step. Pretty good timing. Good. Second step. Good. Okay, what position do you play? Defense, that's a position? Yes. Libero, DS, left back. Okay, doesn't matter what position you play. If you can see the ball, put your foot on the ground at the right time, you can hit any ball. Okay, a couple more. Ready? Now. Okay, last ball right here. No pressure on you, but this is the last ball. Good. Okay, now, how many of you film practice? Let's start doing that, okay? Let's film some practice, not every practice, okay? But film it from the end line. You want your setters to get better? They need to see where their ball is crossing the hitting zone. Telling them only goes so far, because they're like, well, it was there. I'm like, well, let's look, okay? Maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. So give them a little video. It'll take you 5 minutes in a hitting drill, okay? 5 minutes of 6-on-6 to see where we're setting and hitting these balls, okay? Set an iPad up, like, because if you shoot it from here, all right, they can see the tape, they can see when the ball hits the setter's hand, they can see their feet. The hitters can get instant feedback. And if you upload this thing, it's called Bust a Move, okay? It's an app. It's a time delay app. So basically, you can build in, write it down, BAM, Bust a Move. You can put a time delay in. You can put like anywhere from like no time delay up to like a minute if you want, okay? And so you put a 4-second delay, which is enough time for me to go 1, 2, 3, 4, land 1,001, 1,002, 1,003. There's the TV. I did it right. Back in line. You can have instant replay in your gym. You can give them instant feedback without having to say anything to them, okay? And it's super cheap, all right? 6-on-6 with the setter's back row. About out of 10 balls, 10 serve receive balls, okay? How many of them are perfect pass? Just a quick estimate. 3, maybe 4, I don't know. Maybe you want 5, maybe you want 6. We wanted 60% in our gym. We want to pass 6 out of 10 perfect. Do we? Not enough, okay? Not enough. So we spend a lot of time out of system. What is the easiest way, and probably the best way, to get the other team out of system? Yeah, hit the ball to their setter, right? When you run a 6-2, and a lot of schools run a 6-2, you always have a back row setter. So you always have, as an attacker, you always have a target. You have to have an out-of-system system. You have to have a plan for when your setter doesn't get to set the ball. One of my biggest pet peeves in volleyball is when a setter runs 30 feet to set the ball, facing away from the court, is like, I got it. And she screams. You know how they scream. Over her shoulder. How often does that lead to something positive? You know, ball in play, maybe, get it over, free ball. I don't call that positive. When I've got some girl standing right here that could have went and set my best player. I don't let my setters set these balls. I get very irritated when they try, and I get even more irritated when these guys don't set that ball, because at every level, everybody should be able to set the ball. So you don't have to be a setter to be able to set a ball. And I would strongly encourage you as coaches to not, well, you're a middle, you don't have to set. Or you're an outside, you don't need to set. You're a whatever, you're a D. Like, everybody needs to set the ball, okay? Everybody needs to be able to serve receive. Middles, setters, everybody needs to serve receive. You want your player, you don't ever want that situation where you lose a point because somebody can't do something, all right? Don't limit those players to just this or just that. Make sure they can do everything. How many times have you seen a team serve short to a middle blocker, okay? The ball's coming over the net and they do like, you know, they don't know what to do. You have to get them the ability to perform a skill, all right? So don't positionally eliminate somebody from a skill, okay? That was another piece of advice I would give you, okay? So we're gonna run a drill, I call it first ball setter, okay? It's a simple 6-on-6 drill. It's for you to develop your out of system, okay? And I'm gonna give you some things to think about, but right now, okay, when you dig a ball, who usually sets it? What position on the court? Left back, okay? Same thing over here. If you dig a ball, probably left back is gonna dig this ball, okay? I don't have any problem with that. I'm gonna give you some things to think about, but I don't have any problem with that. So what we're gonna do, you guys, we're gonna play this out. 6-on-6, we're gonna play it out. Okay, the first ball is gonna come to you. You guys are gonna close the block. You're gonna max jump. You're gonna jump like you're trying to block her, but I'm gonna hit it. Okay, so start in, all right? You're gonna get into whatever defensive position, not yet. It's gonna be from base. I'm gonna toss, and then you're gonna go to read, okay? You want these guys to block because your defenders have to see it. They need to see what it looks like. They need to see the timing. They need to see who's in the way. And in order to transition appropriately, you need to land from a block, okay? So I'm gonna say, go. You're gonna block together. Ready, go. Off blocker. First ball there, good. Nice, play it out. Okay, again, what I call a 4-ball drill. Okay, there are 4 different angles and because there's 2 setters. So you just dug a cross-court ball. I'm gonna come underneath the net, or I'll have an assistant on that side of the net, whatever I want. You guys are gonna close the block here. I'm gonna hit the ball down the line. You're gonna play it out. Okay, ready? Here we go, together, together. Good. Nice, play this out. Play it out, go, 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 good. Okay, not bad. Okay, ball number 3 is a line shot to you. Okay, so you got a cross ball. Now you're gonna get a line ball. We're gonna close, we're gonna max jump. Don't cheat, I'm watching you. Okay. Ready, here we go. Good. Good, nice, nice. Last ball is a cross court ball to you. I lost my outside here, thank you. Okay, ready, close. Full off blocker move, sorry, okay? What we can't allow to happen, and it just happened over here, okay? Let's come back to this side for a second. So go back and read. Go to where you blocked. You don't have to block, just go where you were, all right? By the time I hit this ball right here, you were already here. Yeah, oh yeah, okay? What is that called? Cheating, nice, I'm glad you said it, okay? Because just because a drill says the ball is going to go here doesn't mean real life the ball is going to go here, okay? So what I like to do every once in a while, just for fun, okay, even though everybody in the gym knows the ball is gonna go there, so I'm gonna hit it cross court and catch her cheating, okay? If you're serious about being great as an athlete, you can't work the drill. You can't cheat in here because you know it's going there, because now you're not training the move, because normally you would be here somewhere defending the cross court. So you have a long way to go to set this ball, but you're setting yourself up for failure because you're here, right? I need you to train coming from where you're supposed to be, where you need to be to get and set that ball, okay? So let's do this one over. Let's do this line shot again. Same thing is true for off blocker. So let's say you give me a halfway off blocker move. Now you're cheating your transition because I need to be able to set you, okay, or you, all right? And if you, in a match, don't make a full move and transition hard, when we're training, now, because the ball has to come to you, you're not prepared. You know what I mean? So we have to, and this is, coaches can't always see this because sometimes we're running the drill, we're looking at something else. Like I just happened to catch out of the corner of my eye that you were in the middle of the court, just waiting, okay? So you set a great ball because you didn't have to do anything, right? So let's challenge ourselves to do it right, to be this tough word, disciplined in our movements, in our positions, so that when the match comes and you don't know if she's going to you or you, now you can make a full move if it comes to her and set a great ball, okay? Close the block, ready, here we go. Good, 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 set her out, good. Stay down. Okay, point over here, why? Anybody know? What did she do? Yeah, she's a cheater. Okay, we dug the ball in front of the 10-foot. It was a great dig, good location, loved it. Oh, you dug it, right? All right, but you're in front, use your hands, instant point for this side. Okay, right? Was that 4 balls? No, we got 1 cross-court ball over here. Let's go that, let's do that. And let's work as hard as we can to be stopped in the right spots, in the air for front row, not cheating the system. Okay, ready? Here we go. Close, close. Good. 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 I swing. Good. Okay. So that is one way to create out of system. Okay. You're on, coaches, like, we're old, some of us. Okay. Some of us are young bucks, you know, we're 25, ready to take on the world. Some of us are not. Okay. So this is a good way if you're not mobile, if you're not able to jump and do all the young people things, you know, that you want to do. But there's another way to run this drill, okay? So I'm going to be you. Me? Yep, so just kind of back, just stand right there. You're going to close the block. You're going to try to block me, okay? And I'm going to make sure the setter gets the ball, and then we're going to play it out, okay? I'm going to move really slow, and I'm not going to jump very high, so be nice, okay? So here it comes. Okay, boom. Oh, we took it out of her hands. Okay, point for me. I'm up 1-0. All right, here we go. Okay, so every time you do that, you reach towards the sideline, I'm going to score. Okay, so what should you do? Not reach towards the sideline. Okay, ready? Here we go. There it is. Can't block that one. Good. Good. Free ball, come on, come on, come on. Good. Good turn, good shot. All right, so I'm not gonna do all 4 because I'll need an ice bath after I do that, okay? But maybe you have or you have an assistant who can still jump and still do the things, you know, all the things that we used to be able to do. This is one of my favorites. Same exact thing, but more real life. I'm gonna toss you the ball, okay? We're going to play it out. Your job is to hit it at the setter. Okay, you're trying to take the setter out. Now, when we do a drill like this, we have to talk to our blockers a little bit. We need her to be able to swing down the line. Okay, so that means we don't reach. That means we don't go all the way and get in front. So we have a conversation about how we're going to block this. We're forcing this player down the line so that she actually can hit it to the setter. Because if you stand in front of me, get in front of me. Close the block. Go ahead and jump. Okay, I tooled her, but I didn't mean to, right? I can't really hit it to setter if 4 hands are in front of me. So I need you guys to stay inside a little bit, and I need you to try to take out the setter, okay? Now, if it doesn't go to the setter, it goes to somebody else, play it out, because that's kind of real life. Ready? So you're gonna take those steps. Yeah, I'm gonna put it on the money. So right foot first, back up a little bit. There you go, right foot first. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good, go, go, go. Setter's out. Good. And now you know why we hit the ball at setters, okay? Because you just never know where the ball is gonna go. All right, you're gonna attack. We need her to be able to hit this ball cross court. So you guys are gonna go all the way to the line this time. We're gonna leave a little seam in there, okay? Get in the right spot. Okay, close this block, back up. Okay, right, left. You go. So you're gonna step with your right foot first, just like we did over there. Now we're over here. I'm going to toss it when your left foot hits that 10-foot line. Good. Okay, play it out. Play it out. Good. Good. Nice. I'm going to add one stipulation to this. Every ball we dig, if we cannot set the middle, we're going to the setter. Okay? Every ball we dig, if we can't set our middle in transition, okay, we're going to the setter. You guys switch in and switch out whenever you need to. I'm not worried about that stuff. Okay? One more time. Now you get to swing. So you guys are going to stay inside a little bit. Don't blow her up too bad. I know you want to. Ready? Here we go. I'm watching your feet. Good. Go, go, go. All right, setter, that's your ball. Every ball is yours, even when it's not. Okay? Ready? Here we go. I'm watching your feet. Good. Now we go. We play it. We play it. Can't set the middle. Find the setter. Try to find that setter. Give it to her. Okay. So, what are the rules of the drill? If you can't set who? The middle, these two beautiful women right here. If you can't set either one of these and you get set, your job is to take out the setter. Because we're trying to train an out of system. Your turn. Okay. Block all the way to line. Take it to the setter. Yep. Make sure she has a lane to swing to the setter. Ready? I'm going to watch your feet. Right foot first. Cover her. Oh yeah, what? We got to cover, right? That's part of the game. We grab me a ball. So no matter what part of the drill we're in, the volleyball stuff is the same. Okay? We've got to play volleyball. So we got to cover our hitters. We got to be ready. Even though she's trying to go to the setter, may not go there. Okay? Here we go. Good. There it is. Good. Okay? So that way is a little bit harder. Okay? I like when I'm first training out of system to be very deliberate. I want that ball to go to the setter. Okay? That was a good swing. But I need her to dig it because I need this libero to set it. I need my pins to transition. I need all that stuff to happen, okay? So that's 3 ways right now to train out of system. The guaranteed out of system is when your setter sets the ball. But we can be out of system when somebody else digs the ball, right? So let's do that. Let's create out of system with the ball going to somebody that's not the setter. How do you do that? Well, you bring it, okay? I'm going to try to make it hard for you to dig a perfect ball, okay? It might come to you. It might go off blocker. I might throw it over the net, okay? I'm trying to create problems for you, okay? So we're going to close. We're going to jump. We're going to be off blocker. We're going to be stopped. The ball could come to you, okay? Ready? Here we go. Close, close, close. There's a perfect out of system ball. 1 point for me, okay? Ready, let's do it again. Here we go. Good. Good, good. Okay, catch the ball. Catch the ball. So now that's a teaching point. So where did you get to-ish to approach? Do you know? Okay, so I'm setting the ball from here. Can I see that ball? One thing we can do as attackers, okay, if I'm you right now, we're like twins, okay, perfect twins. Her job is to put the ball in front of you. And when you're in front of her, you've closed my window a little bit. So if you're here, go back here. Now my window is a lot bigger to put the ball in front of you. Because if I can put it in front of you, you can move forward and take a swing, okay? And so how we gauge our setting is if it's, I call it a quality set, if the hitter is moving forward and doesn't slow down, okay? Or doesn't have to tip on purpose. Now you can tip on a perfect set, that's fine. That's still a good set. But our job as attackers, okay, is to create an opportunity to give yourself the best chance to swing. So if I'm gonna set this ball from here, okay, go ahead. All right, you set that ball, I'll say right about here, okay, ish. Get back there. All right, I'm gonna set it from here, and I'm gonna set it the same spot. You guys are gonna play this out. I'm going to set it the same spot she did, try to win the point, okay? There it is. Now we have a chance at a quality swing. The same exact set, but better preparation from our pin gives us the opportunity to swing. So coaches, so what I'm telling you is that there are 100 different things you can teach on any one ball, right? But you want to teach them things that are going to make them better in those situations. You don't want to talk about technique too much. Oh, your hands were here. You want to talk about the big rocks, okay? What is going to give me the opportunity to get a good swing? Probably my best hitter, all right? Well, my best hitter's got to work a little differently to give herself. So it's not just the setter setting a good ball or the setter setting the non-setter setting a good ball. It's how hard is she working to get a good ball, okay? So that's one example. All right, let's do it again. This is what practice is like, all right? When you see a moment, you teach it. You don't just go, next ball, okay? That's your job, all right? So if you have assistants that just sit there and say, good, 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 and it's not good, you need to help them. You need to tell them, hey, this is what I need you to look for. This is the feedback you need to be trying to give them if they do this or they do that. You need to give them options, so now you're helping them develop. You're helping, because you can't do it all. You're one set of eyes. Maybe you're by yourself, okay? Then you have to do it all. But you got to pick and choose, because if you try to do all of it, you end up doing none of it. Okay, you ready? Here we go. Oh, hey, what just happened? It didn't go to target. I created a really good out-of-system ball, and she was like, I'm not touching it. I'm not touching it. I think she was like, I don't even know where it is. Okay? So, teaching moment. When we make a block move, come make a block move. Together, land, freeze. Just land, you're good. Freeze. What's the first thing you guys should do?
Open up.
Open up and
Look at the ball.
look, okay? Have a feel. Now that ball came pretty quick, so I get that. But if you don't look, you never know. Like sometimes when we block, I don't know if you can see me back there, you do this. Where'd the ball go? No idea. You have to know where the ball went, okay? The ball went outside of you, so you're gonna turn and try to find the ball. And then if it's in the air, then you continue on and go and swing, okay? But if not, if it's coming right at your face, you're gonna have to do something about it. Let's do it again. That's a good example. Nice job. Here we go. Oh my God, what just happened? Good, good, good. Go, 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 go. Good, 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 good. What just happened there? So the ball finds the least prepared player every time, and that time, that was you. Because the time before, I was over here, being crafty, hitting the ball down the line, watching you not play off blocker defense. Okay? So hey, yeah, I got eyeballs. Okay? Let's try this one more time. Okay? This right here, this stuff is what separates good teams from great teams. If you can create opportunities when you don't have perfect pass, when you're predictable, you can beat a lot of teams. Okay? So out of system. Here is what we decided to mess around with this past spring, because there were just balls that our libero wasn't getting to all the time. Okay? So just experience tells you that when you're drilling, a lot of balls come right back from where they come from. And so I'm going to plan for that. And if you dig it over here, it's just as good. Okay? But it's really hard to dig this line shot all the way over there. So when we hit the ball down the line to the setter, middle back takes it. When we hit the ball cross court to the setter, close this block. Okay? You're facing this way. A lot of balls are going to come this way. Okay? Who's closer to me? She is now. Okay? Shortest distance. So when we swing cross court to our setter, left back takes the ball. And it's not libero, it's left back and middle back. Okay? Well, sometimes it doesn't make sense for the libero to set this ball. So we'll do a couple of these. All right? I'm going to hit the ball, first ball setter again. And if it's cross court, I want the libero to take the ball. If it's down the line, I want middle back to take the ball. Okay? And play it out. All right? You ready? Here we go. Good, good, good. Hold on, stop. Freeze. Okay? I'm a prophet. right? Come close the block. See the ball. Go back to, the ball came from here and it came back to here, okay? It's not magic. It's just kind of how the game goes sometimes. She didn't do it on purpose. That's just how it works, okay? Close the block, get in the air. Ready, here it comes. Okay, catch it, catch it, catch it, catch it. Okay, ball went to here, ball came back to here. Okay, that's my point. That's what I want to get across. I call this 30 and 10. Okay. That means I'm gonna dig this ball 30 feet in the air and on the 10-foot line. 30 and 10 right here would have allowed her to get a swing. 30 and 2 feet off, 30 feet in the air, she has to set the ball. Okay, one more time, okay? So remember, who's setting this ball? You sure? You sure? Yes. Good answer, okay? You are setting this ball 30 and 10. Here we go, close it. Good. Good, play it out, play it out, play it out. Okay, so that's what I was talking about. Like, and we messed around with it and we really liked it because of exactly what I talked about. The heavy line shot usually went back here. The hard cross usually went over to the left side of the court. Okay, so my middle back is pretty good at setting, okay, because we teach her to set. So when I say play with it, you can have your libero take every ball. You could have, if she's in left back, you can put your libero in middle back. She can take every ball. Not a problem. But we just messed around with it and we felt like we got to more balls that our setter dug. Okay, because we ran a 6-2 this spring and lots of balls came at our setters. On your practice plan, do you have times? Do you post your practice plan? Do you put it up for your players to see? How many different things do you have on there that you're going to do in a typical practice? Okay, you got 15 minutes scheduled for serve receive. So if you got a 2-hour practice, 15 minutes, okay, that's 8, ballpark, right? Well, what if the end of your 15 minutes of serve receive, it's not good enough? Do you stop? You're like, well, that 15 minutes is up. What's next? I got to get to what's next. Okay, as a beginning college coach, exact same thing. Okay, I would post my practice plan and it would have times on there. They develop this skill as players. It's called clock watching. Okay. Oh, we're on this. Only 15 minutes left to practice. How does that make you feel as a coach? Yeah, doesn't make you feel very good. So instantly the times went away, okay? But I still had 8 or 9 things on there. Boom, 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 boom. But what I found is that spending 10 to 15 minutes on something and going to the next thing, going to the next thing, going to the next thing, we didn't get good at any of those things. So I felt pressure to get through all of it because I put it on there. It must be important. I stopped doing that. I picked 3 things that I wanted to get better at that day. I was going to put solid time into, committed time, not rush time, not I got to get to the next thing time. I would put 3 things on there that we have got to get better at today. And I found that my players responded way better to that in terms of transferring that to their game, improving, than. So I would ask you to think about that. Like when you write a practice, don't try to get 10 things done. Try to get 3 things done really, really well, okay? And have a backup plan. Like efficiency is the key to coaching longevity. So let's say you've got 3 things you want to do, you know, and you do number 1 and you feel really good about it, right? Man, we killed that. Go to the next thing. Doesn't matter what time it is, go to the next thing. Maybe that one takes a little bit longer, okay? We're just kind of not quite picking it up the way I want it to, and it's not looking the way I want it to, okay? 3rd thing, killed it again. And we're an hour and a half in. You got some choices. You could be like, ladies, this is all I had for today. You guys killed it. Go home. And they will celebrate. Or you can say, hey, I want to add this. Okay, I want to work on something. I'm going to add something in there. And you have that in your head, because there's a lot of next things, a lot of other things we could be working on. But it gives you the opportunity to really get those 3 things done that you want to do, right? And then really spend quality time on those things. What do you do in practice? Like, what are the things that are on your practice plan? What's the very first thing you do in practice? How do you warm up? Let me ask you that. Okay, what do junior high kids need more than anything else? Touches. They have to touch the ball. But some people, all right, 5 laps, let's go. Stretch, let's go, that's warm up. And I'm not saying any of you guys do that. That's a waste of time. Have them do volleyball things. I think what you're doing is great. Have them do volleyball things. Go long, skinny. I've got 3 people, 2 people are on, 1 person is replacing, okay? Every time the ball crosses, you guys are switching front to back. I've got 2 on 2 in the middle, okay? Every time the ball crosses, you guys are switching front to back. I've got 3 on 2 over here. Every time the ball crosses, front goes off, back row comes up, off goes in, okay? So you 3, we're going this way. Front, we go off, back row comes up, heel come in. And I'm gonna dictate the contacts. I want them to pass, platform, set, and set. Okay, when we set the ball over, when the 3rd contact, we are setting the ball across the net. And we are setting the ball to about 20 feet, okay, which is right around here. So we're not gonna set it barely over the net. We're not gonna set it to the 20 or the 10-foot line. We're gonna send it nice and deep, nice and flat. So I'm gonna take an approach when I set this ball over. I'm gonna send it back there. And I'm gonna come up, you're gonna go back, pass, set, set, okay? So we've got 3 lanes. I call this long, skinny. I can get your kids 200 touches each in about 6 minutes, okay? And I'm gonna start simple, pass, set, set. Don't run into somebody else's court because they can't see you coming. When you set the ball, you're either facing this sideline or that sideline. Do not set the back row, okay, to set your partner, okay? 3 rules. You must approach, set the ball over. So, pass that set, approach, jump, set it deep. Pass that set, rotate through, ready, go. Here, here, and here. We don't want to pass the ball on the net anymore, okay? Because tight, over, we want the opportunity to set the ball, okay? So that would be the first thing. Second thing is, once I pass the ball, okay, setters, our job is to put the ball where? Our job is to put the ball in front of them. Doesn't matter where they are, you got to put the ball in front of them, okay? Those would be the 2 things I would add. Ready, go. Pass that set, targets off the net, put the ball in front of them. Good. Make sure when you become target, you're not at the net. Oh, get off the net. Yeah. Okay, time, freeze. So what did I say? Our targets need to be off the net. Who were the targets that were off the net? Only the people that started the drill started here. As soon as we rotated forward, all 3 people, I love you, you're my friend, okay? Get off the net, okay? Try it again. If I am you, or you, and I see my target at the net, what am I gonna do? Yell. You don't have to yell. You're so mean up here, holy cow. Tell them, off the net, okay? And how else can I help them be off the net? Pass the ball off the net. People do it right. Face the sideline when you set. Face the sideline when you set, good. Set it in front of her. Send it deep, set it in front of her. Good. Don't face the back line, face the sideline. Good. 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 Ball goes dead, get it going right away. Good. Okay, catch the ball. Catch the ball. Okay, you do that for 2 minutes, you're gonna start breathing a little, okay? You're gonna be warm. Now, are they putting themselves in a position to pull muscles because they're tight or they're not loose? No, because they're not going very hard. They're just going and they're touching the ball, okay? So we're gonna add to this, okay? We're gonna go pass, set, approach, throw it deep, tip it deep, one hand, okay? Now, if the ball is set way back here, it doesn't make sense for you to try to throw the ball deep when you're this far off the net. Okay, you have to decide, is this a ball that I can approach, chuck deep, or is it a ball that I gotta find a way to keep in play? So now we have a little bit of decision making in here. Simple stuff, but stuff that matters. Ready to go. There we go, good approach, good. Face the sideline, very nice. Good, deep, good. Make sure we're facing the sideline, good, very good. Nice, I like that approach, that was real good. So if you are the front person and the ball happens to come to you, your job is to play the ball in the air so that you can just go, okay, and send it. All right, so that's the last piece of this. If you're the front player and the ball comes to you, platform it, set it, whatever is best, put it in front of your partner needs to go get it and send it. Still, pass, set, throw. Here we go. The questions don't change in college, you'd be surprised. They're the same questions. Go get it. Oh, what happened? You send it behind you. Don't send it behind, send it in front of you so she can go. So now, sometimes we want to be a little more competitive, okay? We could play this out. We could play 2-on-2, we can swing, we could block. I get to that point, usually, one of these antennas. So now, I need you two stay here, okay? You guys come on this side. This middle group, you're gonna split half and half. I only need two over there. Third person, come over here. Give me a line, a line, a line. This game is called Hawaiian speedball, okay? You might know what it is. You might not. If you don't, I'm gonna tell you. Coaches, you're gonna like this too, okay? So it is a 2-on-2 game, all right? It is a long, slightly wider, skinny type setup. So I'm gonna stick this thing in the middle. So right now, you get 2 contacts, okay? 2 people in, 1, 2, you're in. When you come in, you have to bowl the ball, okay? One of you has the ball, one of you is in. So we're gonna bowl the ball. You get 2 contacts, okay? So we're not front to back, we are side to side. 1 contact must be a catch, okay? You're gonna catch this ball and you're gonna throw it. You're either gonna throw it to your partner, or if it's a second one, you're gonna send it over the net. The other contact must be a volleyball contact. So you get 2 contacts. One of them is a volleyball, one of them is a catch and throw, okay? So slow motion, let me see your ball. Ball's coming over the net, it's coming to you, and you catch it. Okay, so you're going to set her with a toss, and you must use a volleyball contact, whether it's a poke, a swing, a set, anything over there. Okay, so go ahead and throw it in the air and catch this ball, just catch it. Okay, so she's gonna swing. Okay, go ahead and swing to one of these guys. Good, so you get a catch, a throw, like throw it to her, and now you need a volleyball attack. Okay, okay, so you guys won, you're over. You get the ball, and you go to the end of the line. Now, here's the trick. What's that?
What's the bowling?
The serve. Only to input the ball. The very first ball coming right here is this, that's the serve. So, as they win, okay, as they win, you have to say 1 Hawaiian, 2 Hawaiian before you serve the ball. Whether they're ready or not, you don't care if they're ready. You hope they are not ready, all right? Because you want to what? Win, all right? So, ball went dead, she didn't catch the ball. As soon as you win over here, you bust it over there, you're gonna hear 1 Hawaiian, 2 Hawaiian, play it out. 1 catch and throw, 1 volleyball contact. Doesn't matter the order, you pick the order, I don't care. Both sides, ready to go. How about you don't let her have it. Good, come on. I'm not gonna put you on my bowling team. Okay, you gotta find a way to defend. They're gonna be over there all day. Yay, yay. Good, catch it. So there's some strategy. So you got to find a way to make sure that the right person gets the ball. You got to decide, do I want a volleyball contact first, or do I want to catch it first? Okay. And then when I toss it, like you toss it like right here. Okay. Where should you toss it? Maybe there. She's like 12 feet tall. Okay. Let's take advantage of that maybe. So some strategy things. So that's step one. One volleyball, one catch and throw. So we're not bowling anymore. Now we're serving. You get 2 volleyball, 1 catch and throw. You must use all 3. The order doesn't matter. 2 volleyball, 1 catch and throw. Off a served ball. I'm off of there. Good, nice. Oh, it's like nuke 'em. Over. Good. Somebody knows the rules. I like it. It's competitive.
Go in. Clear, babe.
1 catch, 2 volleyball. In. Okay, hold the balls. All right. So that's just another way to think about warming up that's not your standard stuff. So I'm going to give you this picture right here. Still got this. Okay. This is her arm. This is where she's standing. Okay, she's going to serve that ball. The ball, this is the height of the net. This is the height of where she reaches. Okay, really awful drawing. In order for this ball to get over the net, it has to go up. Okay, so if this ball is going up, it doesn't come down until it reaches its high point. Okay, depending on how hard you serve the ball, that high point, here's the end line over here. Depending on how hard you serve it, that high point may not happen until about there. And so from our earlier physics lesson, you know that same amount of time to get to there, same amount of time to go to there, that ball's probably going to go out, okay, if you serve it too hard. For a smaller player, the ball has to go up before it crosses the net. And anytime the ball has to go up first, you take the risk of serving it long, okay? Now I'll take your ball. Just take a short approach and let's see how high you are. Okay, so she's elbows at the net tape. Benefit of the jump float, perfect. That ball didn't go up at all. Okay, she was this high above the net, thank you. She was this high above the net and she could serve it straight. And that gravity starts to take it down. She clipped the net tape, which is even more perfect for this demonstration, okay? She served it this way. She doesn't run the risk of serving it long very often unless her miles per hour go way up, okay? So encourage your kids to get off the ground. A lot of them stand on the ground, okay? Especially at the younger ages, all right? And mostly it's because they don't have a lot of power. They're just not very good at serving. Get them in the air as soon as you can. I'm going to strongly encourage that you teach your players to max jump, okay? Because that ball starts to drop as soon as it goes down. Half jump, maybe you're above the height of the net, maybe you're way above, maybe you're not. If you max jump, you know how high you are every single time. Step, step, toss, step, step, swing. All right? Back line. That cadence is a 4-step approach. Same thing we did out here. Thank you. That was really good. All right? Step, step. So it's right, left, toss, right, left, swing. Step, step, toss, step, step, swing. It's the easiest way to teach these kids how to jump float. There's 100 different ways, but that one is just like their approach. It's just like we were teaching them before. 4-step. Okay, we're so locked into, okay, 3-step approach. I didn't tell her what to do, and she just 4-stepped approach. The question was, how do you handle conflict between your players? And the answer is, number one, you gotta, You got to teach them how to handle conflict. You got to teach them to handle it head on. People don't like that. Many people, men, women, doesn't matter. People don't like conflict. They would rather just go over here than just to say, hey, I don't like it when you know, whatever. Nobody likes to do that. But you have to teach them how to do that. But it's so much easier for that to happen if your team culture is that of, I call it like making deposits into your teammates. So like if I am giving to you all the time, like I'm telling you what I like about what you're doing, I'm interacting with you, I'm making deposits into your emotional bank, right? So the first time we have some kind of conflict, I can come and talk to you because I have invested in you, all right? And it's coming from a place of care and love and concern instead of, if I don't make any investment in you to begin with, and then I come to you with a problem, you're like, who are you? You know? So a culture of investment in each other pays dividends when that stuff happens. And that's hard, but you've got to create opportunities for these guys. You've got to create a culture where it's okay to say, hey, that's a great set. That block is a tool, okay? It is something for me to take advantage of, not be afraid of, you know? So if I'm inside and this block stays inside, I have everything I need. But I have to teach them how to take advantage of it. Wrist away, thumb down, off the block. That was the block. That was a really lucky shot, by the way. That's an easy way to score. So the block being where it is just something to use, okay? And so what I need is a consistent ball. I need my hitters to know the ball is going to be in the same place every single time. And so that's what we determined was best for us. It could be different for you, but if you're going to set the ball to the pin, I'm going to the pin. I'm going to get in front of you. I'm going to make you do something you don't want to do, okay? If I keep the ball inside, I've got a tool option. I've got a hard cross option. I've got high hands. I've got over the top. I've got all kinds of options. If I set the ball all the way to the pin and the block moves with me, I don't have many options, you know? So I understand what you're saying, you know, but we have to look at the block as a tool and not a deterrent, you know, not something to be afraid of, something to thrive off of. Because the most frustrating teams I've ever played against are the teams that were really good at using the block, because that frustrates everybody. The blockers get frustrated and they think about blocking and not transitioning. Okay, the defense gets mad because they don't get to touch the ball. You know, the setter gets mad because she never gets to set the ball. So using that to your advantage instead of like, well, we set it over here because the block's in there, you're limiting what you can do offensively, I think a little anyway. Good question though. Yeah.